What do you mean?
Don't worry.
Okay.
Hello.
Worries set aside. What?
For a rainy day. say your worries aside for a rainy day.
No, bro, no.
Maybe I'll just cut to a piece of the pod where you're laughing. So it makes my jokes
Okay. Guys, she laughs at her own jokes, and if you see me laughing at her jokes, she's specifically cut that to make it look
No,
like
that's
it.
that's
Or she's used AI. AI. No, we're not doing that again.
No.
Not doing that again.
No, because it was the whole episode.
Yeah, it's actually not funny. It's actually not funny. Now that I think about it.
No, I know,
We're
it was
so
really
unfunny.
cringe from us. Hello, Munchkins, and welcome back to the Alova Chat podcast. You're here with Arena.
And Agnesa.
And this is episode 14.
You did not do that.
The future of training inside the digitised athlete era. Anyways, quick little overview of our week of training. Would you like to start?
Yeah, all right. My week of training has been... It's seen better days. I've been a bit preoccupied with a lot of university work, especially before the holidays. So I've just got coursework deadlines after deadlines, and as much as I try to make time for the gym, it's very difficult, especially when I'm so stressed with all the work I have to do. You guys didn't need a life story, but there it is. Should I talk about today?
Yeah, I was going to say.
But today is Saturday. It's
the 6th of December.
Okay. No, I was just going to say it's late. It's like...
Yeah,
it's late.
Yeah.
But today we went to Charlie's Ring Muscle Up workshop.
Love you, Charlie.
Great workshop. I was really close to getting a muscle up.
She was. Really she has it. She has it.
See. I'm really upset that I didn't get it today because today was going to be my goal. But I made a lot of progress from last week, having not done it at all. I think my technique has improved a little bit, but it's just the dip. The ratio of pull to
I reckon
push
it's because you exhausted
so
push.
Yeah, also my push is significantly weaker than my pull, which is not crazy strong either. So do what you will.
Yeah, the workshop was incredible. Charlie's very good at coaching. I really like the style, like the way that she coaches. It's very engaging.
Yeah.
But
yeah, why wouldn't it?
My overview, training's been training. I'm going to be coming back on a powerlifting program within the next few weeks. It's going to start quite slow, but I'm excited, very excited to get back on it.
You know what we didn't talk about? The event 2 weeks
Yeah, because you weren't on last week's pod.
Yeah, I know.
So why don't you talk about that?
Sorry guys for missing last week's episode. 2 weeks ago. No, that's a lie. If today is Saturday, it would have been last Saturday. The 29th of November. There was the Empower Her Calisthenics women's only event, which I had the pleasure of coaching at. Yeah, it was really good as well. I don't really know what to say. I always find these events really enjoyable. I always find...
How did you find coaching?
I found coaching really, really fun. It was actually so nice to see. You wouldn't expect people to make so much progress in such a short amount of time, but literally people were just making crazy progress right there in the session. It was just really nice to see, and a lot of people came up to me or messaged me afterwards and had really positive feedback, which was really cute. So
okay, so in this episode we're kind of going to talk about digitalization, tech, AI, ChatGPT.
Joke's over.
No, it's not for me. The joke's never over.
It's not over until I say... I need to stop saying these in such weird accents.
And how it kind of affects athletes and also training and also coaching. I think that kind of gives a broad overview.
Yeah, I think so.
I've got a few questions here.
Shoot.
In my bookie book.
Guys, she uses the book. I don't know if we have to say this every single episode.
I just closed that last episode.
She uses the book. She writes. Yesterday, she was sat there writing.
It's almost full up, you know.
That's crazy.
Okay, what does a digital athlete look like day to day? What do you interpret like a digital athlete to be? Because I feel like there are different interpretations of it.
Okay, I'll give you my interpretation of what I think about like when someone says digital athlete. That's a really weird. I've never heard anyone say that.
ChatGPT.
Who would ask me that question? But
me.
But the way I think about it is like you're digitizing every aspect of your sport. Like, for example, let's say your program, you've got a digitalized program. Does that even make sense? Like,
what do you mean by
computer generated or like?
You mean like ChatGPT generated programs?
Or like, are you digitally, like, are you tracking your food using like AI apps?
Oh, you know what? Actually, you know those AI calorie counting apps. I beg you guys, don't trust them. Because they're not going to tell you how much oil you've put into that.
How would they know? How would they know?
What if you've got a whole layer of chocolate underneath your pasta?
Exactly.
It does not have X-ray vision. You know what? People have chocolate with pasta, and I am yet to try that because I feel like that would slap.
No, it wouldn't. Oh, you know what?
Carbs and chocolate.
No. Oh, you know what? I think it's like a Polish dish where they put like pasta and like what is it, like strawberries and like sugar on like plain like white pasta.
Yeah. Chocolate with white pasta.
Yeah, I can't lie, that would slap actually.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just thinking like with tomato sauce on the apps you were talking about. Literally, like I saw a video of a guy being like, "Why you can't trust these apps?" Yeah, it was an Instagram reel. Okay.
You can't, honestly, you can't
let me finish the story.
Whoa!
No, but he had a bowl of porridge, yeah? And he put in... Yeah, obviously I wouldn't watch the video if it wasn't porridge. But he put in, like a square of chocolate, like, in the porridge. How is... Yeah. It's not going to know. But that's
what if you put sugar in your porridge? It's not going to know it dissolves.
Yeah, guys. Like, anyway, but yeah, that was literally on the... Sorry. Oh, please... What were you going to say?
No, I'm just saying don't trust those apps. There's so many ads and I guarantee you that it's not accurate. Anyways, that's digital athlete.
Yeah, anyway, that's what I associate it with, you know. I don't know if it's really more like AI or just... You know when people have, like, for example, smartwatches and they track every single aspect of their life? That's what I associate with.
Actually, yeah, I agree. Digital athlete.
Digitalized athlete. You know, like, let's say... I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying, like, that's what I associate it with. Like, you're tracking your sleep, your steps, your food, like, literally every aspect, your heart rate.
Yeah.
Okay, does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does.
What about you?
No, I agree. I think it's very much how much they're depending on technology for their performance, if that makes sense. Whether that is recovery, whether or not they're training that day based on their week recovery score, whatever. But also, I kind of interpret digital athlete as someone who is on social media a lot, not in a bad way, but just because this is gonna sound so peak, but like if you don't compete and stuff and you don't get paid as an athlete, like as a professional athlete, but you're on social media, technically does that not make you like a digital athlete? Crickets chirping.
I don't know if I'd go so far as to like specifically say. I think I think social media just plays a part in it.
No, that's just my thought.
It's an interesting thought. It's really made me ponder.
Are athletes becoming too dependent on data and tech to feel successful? Do you think?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm having trouble answering these questions.
It was your topic.
It was my idea, yeah, because I thought it was interesting, and it is interesting. I just
have nothing to say.
Is he, up for debate?
Yeah.
So, why don't you kick us off, and I'll have a think about my answer.
I don't think they're becoming too dependent yet, but I do think that is a possibility in the future. I think because there's some tech that is still like coming out, that there is still more room to be dependent on. But stuff like watches, like I'm dependent on my phone to tell me my step count because I'm not going to count every step. Unfortunately, my brain does not have the capacity. So I am dependent on my phone. But I wouldn't call it too dependent. I think it becomes too dependent when it becomes something that you can't live without. Like if you can't go a day without tracking your steps on like a device, or if there's a workout that you can't do without tracking, then you're dependent on it.
Yeah, but I think the unfortunate truth is that is what happens. People can't go a meal without tracking their food. So maybe in a way, and like I said, I'm not saying it's necessarily a bad thing to digitalize these aspects, but perhaps in a way we are becoming a little bit too dependent on it. I don't know. It depends on the minus aura. I'm gonna have to give you a maybe on this one. Maybe yeah, maybe not, but I'm leaning to maybe yeah.
Okay, there you have it, guys. That's a wrap.
I think perhaps more than we should be. I think we should take advantage of developments in technology and digitalizing these aspects because they are beneficial. They do have benefits, and it would kind of not make sense for us not to use them to our advantage. But at the same time, maybe we are becoming a little bit too dependent on it.
Fair. Do you think that technology helps athletes understand themselves or disconnect from themselves?
Both.
Yeah.
Did I not cook with that answer? I'm just actually shut up now. Sometimes I think about why I am.
You want to do this quick.
Yeah.
And yet you're doing all the ad libs right now.
Oh, please could you repeat the question? It's flown out my mind. I remember I answered both. Has it? It has. So can you repeat it? Please.
Yes, ma'am. Does technology help athletes understand themselves or disconnect from themselves?
Both. I think it helps them understand themselves, obviously. I mean, tracking your... What is it like? I don't even know what do people track on their watches anyway? Heart rate?
I think some people track workouts, but I don't really... But it's calculating your calories for you based on your heart rate. But then, like, I know for a fact that heart rate monitor does not work properly.
I think it could help you understand yourself for sure. Like, yeah, some days it's not going to be as good.
It is what it's there
some
for.
Yeah, I guess that's why it's been invented, no?
Yeah.
Or maybe just for funsies. But also, it does give you an outlet to disconnect from yourself. Because it, like, puts the pressure of thinking about it because you've got it digitalized. You don't need it in here.
Yeah, like
if you've got it in front of you.
Anything.
Yeah.
There is a point, I think, where you are no longer aware of your training because you're only looking at the numbers
Yeah, you're not really taking time to reflect and reconnect with yourself
Yeah.
on how you're feeling with your training.
And also, like, maybe you're like looking to burn a certain amount of calories or looking to do a certain amount of steps when maybe you could have pushed yourself that day more, or you had to do less, and you kind of just go through the actions for the sake of hitting a number or a goal that you've set on your watch or on your phone without actually training, if that makes sense. So I do think that it can provide a disconnect, but I think it's helpful to understand where you are, but I think there are different ways of tracking that don't necessarily have to be completely digitalized. Do you think that digital feedback influences how we see ourselves as athletes? So, like, if you have, say, like the number of calories burnt on your watch or the mileage that you ran or walked, do you think that plays a role in how you see yourself as an athlete?
I guess it does. I mean, it's bound to, no? If you run like a certain amount of miles, you're gonna associate that with like the level you're at. I don't know. I actually don't really know, because
I think it does to an extent, because it does show you your performance and it gives you like the complete breakdown of your performance that day.
yeah,
So I think
you're obviously going to associate that with who
yeah,
you are as an athlete.
I think it is good, but also sometimes you do end up not reminiscing, but like really over analyzing maybe that training more than you would your whole week's training and how you go into the next day. So I think it does impact how you go about your trainings, because it is helpful data, don't get me wrong, to have. Although, don't agree with, as much as I want to try a whoop,
Oh, I really want to try that.
really want to try it. I want to see what the hype is about, because it gives you like your recovery rate,
Yeah,
it
I'd
gives you
love to
your
see that.
sleep. But I think that some people are too reliant on it, because people are like, oh, my recovery was this, I'm not going to go train today.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, womp. Like, I don't like.
But if you're feeling fine, like you're feeling fine, right?
It's what does it consider for you for your recovery? Like, only you really know how you've recovered.
Yeah,
I don't get the logic behind it, but please do educate us, because I've not actually read about
Yeah,
the
does anyone have a
technology
Whoop?
and the analysis that Whoop does. But I think Whoops are kind of cool.
I think they're kind of cool, and I feel like I kind of like to see it, but at the same time, I feel like
It's not
I
worth
get a
the
bit obsessed
money,
with it.
yeah.
Like I get a bit obsessed with like maximizing my rest and recovery, and like I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's an issue though, because is it really maximizing your rest and recovery, or is it maximizing the numbers on the screen? Hang on, I've got one more question, because a lot of these questions are the same and I am aware of time.
Yeah.
Thoughts on ChatGPT or any AI program creating programs for athletes?
Yeah, this is a good question. Okay. Let's say you're a beginner starting out in the gym. I actually see no problem with it.
No,
If you
neither.
ask ChatGPT to give you a basic workout routine, you're just getting started in the gym. Great. Like
Also, if
you've
you
got
don't have
structure.
funds for a PT, or
Exactly.
you don't have any awareness, I'd also do my research alongside. I'm a big believer in doing your own research, but if you don't know where to start at all, and YouTube or like people online have not helped you, or you're still unsure,
Yeah.
it's so valid.
Yeah. But having said that, I don't know, I have tried to ask Chat to create like a workout schedule or like a split that would benefit me, but then I still feel like it's not personalized enough.
Yeah.
Whereas if I had a coach who knew me, I actually don't have a coach, unfortunately. But if I had a coach,
Get her a coach, guys. Shout yourselves.
shout yourselves.
Kelly coach. I'd coach her, but she doesn't listen to me.
That's so not true. You just take the workout way too far.
Sorry, I want the best for you.
No, you want to literally kill me in the workout. I don't know. Okay, let's say if I figure out something about myself one training, like, oh, this is a bit weak, or this is like, I'm realistically not going to remember to like tell chat, oh, every single detail about my life for it to like alter my
Okay,
I don't know.
what if you did?
Okay, if I did, maybe.
Do you think it'd help?
Because yeah, probably would. Let's be honest. It probably would.
I think I'd like to see. Sorry, I interrupted, but
That's okay.
I think I'd like to see how chat responds to like video analysis of like, for example, with powerlifting, you've got squat, deadlift, and bench, and there's a lot of cues that you can consider regarding your technique. So I think it'd be interesting to see what chat says. But then again, it's very difficult because it is all digital, and your coach knows you personally. The coach knows your biomechanics a lot more. Knows how your mood fluctuates throughout your trainings. You're more likely to give feedback to a coach than you are to ChatGPT, because you're more likely to just get a program of chat and just follow it rather than like consistently getting feedback from it or like giving it feedback so that it can learn.
Yeah.
So I think regarding that, then that relationship with your coach does become more personal because they know more about you and obviously they can make your program better. Whereas I don't think a lot of people with chat do that, because it does take a lot of effort. It's a bit weird talking to a bot.
That's what I'm trying to like. The point I'm trying to get across.
I've not tried chat for workouts at all because I usually either make my own or, well, I have a coach for powerlifting, but otherwise I would do my own. But I do agree with Agnesa where if you're a beginner, use it to your advantage. Take any help you can get. Obviously do your research, but if you completely don't know where to start, it's a good point because it can pull from a lot of resources, and I suggest that you do ask it to pull from reliable sources rather than just any information.
Ask for like peer-reviewed scientific articles, guys. I just had an interesting point to bring across. Maybe you should finish your thought first and then.
No, my thought was just I want to see, maybe I'll do a video on this, on maybe the feedback I get. Actually, good video idea. The feedback I get from a coach versus the feedback I get from ChatGPT.
But don't you have to get the premium version of Chat?
I don't think so.
Can it do video analysis?
I don't know, or maybe not Chat, but an AI thing, because I think it'd be interesting, because I don't really know. I don't know how much it'd give you, so we can't really say very much on this topic because I don't have experience with chat or with AI. When we say chat, we do mean AI, just because I can't really differentiate right now. But I don't know. I personally would recommend getting a normal coach, because then you can get coached in person if you need to. It creates a sort of like, I don't know, it creates a relationship and
I was gonna say
someone to talk to who's also experienced, because chat hasn't gone through actually training, whereas your coach, I hope your coach is training, because there's a lot to say about coaches who don't train. Actually, coaches who don't train themselves, or like PTs who don't train themselves.
Yeah.
Because they've gone through something similar. They've also had coaches. They're also surrounded by people. They can bring you to a community, to people who train. Yeah.
I feel like it depends what you want from your coach.
That's true.
If personally, what I'd want from a coach is to establish like a personal relationship, because I feel like that's what would motivate me. Whereas if you just want a coach to just set your workout plan and hold you accountable, I mean, actually, it's probably not going to hold you accountable.
That's what I was going to say. Will chat hold you accountable?
It literally depends what you want from your coach. But I feel like you were saying, like pushing you into a community, or there was literally something I had in my head like a minute ago.
I mean, AI idea, accountability for workouts. They give you a workout plan, they make you do it, and if you don't send them video proof of that day with that timestamp, they delete your pictures or whatever. Accountability partner. Anyway,
that's
AI idea.
That's a bit
but
harsh.
You know what I mean. Sorry.
You just get it to send you daily reminders, or like
but there needs to be a consequence for you actually to take accountability. because I feel like a lot of people don't continue because your coach could be like, have you trained? And you going, no, like, what are they actually going to do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
that's
that
so important.
I think that there does need to be some negative reinforcement. I don't know if it's negative reinforcement, I think.
I just feel like if you're getting a coach to hold you accountable, then you can't complain when they hold you accountable, and like that is the coach's job. And I feel like coaches who take accountability seriously are the best ones, because that's when you know that that's what, oh my gosh, that's when you know that they want the best for you.
That's where the results come from.
Exactly. But I actually had a question. What do you think about, for example, let's say online coaches or even any coaches who use AI to generate programs for their clients?
I think you're scamming people out of your money. If you can do it efficiently, in the fact that you then adapt the program if it doesn't work for your client, or you talk to the client about it and you make adjustments, that's fine. I guess it's a bit lazy, but you are also providing them with the service of talking through with them and actually providing other aspects of coaching, because coaching isn't just the workout plan. I don't think it's the worst thing, but I think it's just a bit lazy.
Yeah, I think it's a sticky one, because after all, AI is like, we can really benefit from it. We can really use it to our advantage. But then it's like, are you literally asking chat to make your client a program and just sending it to them? Or are you, as a coach, analyzing what chat has done, adapting it to your client?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's fine, no? But doing what's best for your client, and then on top of that, doing what else you're supposed to do as a coach.
I think as long as your client's best interests are at heart, that's what's most important. And as long as your client is, one, happy, satisfied, getting results, and also you're communicating with them, I think that's what's most important through coaching. Because at the end of the day, we are people. You go through different things throughout your life, and chat is just, it's a very static thing, I think, programs with chat, because there's no variability. And yes, you can input all that information into chat, but I don't think a lot of people do that. But I'm just repeating myself at this point.
Yeah.
Cool. Should we wrap that up? We want to get this done quick. Apologies. But this time we have a quick fire section. So tracking workouts on an app or on paper?
An app.
Same. Warm-up timers, yes or no?
No.
No, agreed. Strength logs on Excel or on paper?
Excel.
Yes, agreed.
Recovery. Not really rapid
fire
speed, sorry.
Yeah, no, I know,
but I need to think about it. I'm not going to answer.
Recovery, like tracking recovery on Whoop/watches or by intuition?
I'm going to go with intuition for now.
Can't afford Whoop.
Exactly. Guys, subscribe so we can afford a Whoop.
Yeah, facts, for real. Video analysis, no. Form analysis, video or mirror?
Ooh, mirror.
I'm big on video. I need to watch my videos back for an hour after training to actually understand what I've done.
But in the moment, if I'm looking in the mirror and I can see something's wrong, I can correct it in that instant.
Fair.
I'm still do like training. I think it's from like ballet and stuff. I like training in front of a mirror.
Sleep tracking, intuitive, or like actually on a watch?
Probably intuitive, also because I don't track my sleep with a watch. But I guess tracking with a watch is quite interesting, just to see like your deep sleep and stuff.
I used to have a watch, but I'd just like to see how long I slept, because now I don't really know how long I sleep.
I can't sleep with a watch on. I can't sleep with anything.
Yeah, I don't like having a watch on. I just don't think it's vibes.
On that one.
Yeah. I'd like to know how much I sleep without a watch. I think that's what I want to know, because
Get a little brain chip.
Yeah, that one. To-do lists, notes or paper?
Paper.
I'm paper. I'm sometimes on notes. On notes if I'm away from home throughout the day,
And I
because
can't write in my designated notebook.
But I think it's more like weekly. I'll put in my notepad so that I have stuff that I need to do, and like important things, paper. Like my calendar's on paper. I don't like digital calendars. I don't know why.
I have both.
It hurts my brain. But yeah, to-do lists I can notes up, because when I'm away from home most of the day it's a bit tricky. Meal tracking, intuitive or tracking food?
I think we've talked about this, that intuitively I
Yeah.
eat everything.
Tracking for me.
I don't know, because I love for it to be intuitive. I think ideally intuitive. I feel like that's ideal, but it depends what your goals are.
Yeah.
I think.
Music playlists, structured or random?
Random.
Yeah, random. You discover some real gems there. I can't lie. I have my whole playlist and then I just shuffle it.
Yeah, same.
That's about like 3,000 songs. I think that's it. If you have any more that you can think of, it wasn't that entertaining. I'm really sorry, guys.
Well, I feel like it was quite interesting to talk about, and less entertaining. Sorry, you can't be of entertainment, guys.
Yeah, not every week. Sorry, we can't let that.
To do that.
We can't let you on with that
Plus,
much.
we've let it out throughout the day. Our entertainment.
Yeah, our social battery is quite low.
And I've got a really bad headache now.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We hope you have enjoyed. Let us know what you want to see next.
Please like, comment, subscribe, guys. Please just do it.
Please tell your friends if you have any. If we don't see an additional subscriber by next week, that means none of you have friends.
Wait, that's great. That's so true. Guys, if there's like... Okay, there's never been 0 views on a video, right?
No.
Oh my god. But that means...
On Spotify.
That means... Okay, that's... No, our real fans are on YouTube because they want to see our face. But...
Oh, we love you guys.
We actually do. We actually do.
Anyway, continue your
ultimatum. If everyone who watches it tells a friend and they subscribe, otherwise
we'll give you a bunch of appreciation next week.
Otherwise we assume you have no friends.
Yeah.
And that's fine too.
That's okay.
We'll be your friends. But let's just tell
But we won't if you don't tell anyone to subscribe. So
let's make an effort. Tell a stranger. Be like, on the tube, be like, oi.
You know those crackheads who walk around promoting their music?
You know what I was saying? If you're on public transport, be like, oi, I'm listening to this podcast. Yeah, they're weird, but it's actually kind of entertaining. Subscribe.
Yeah. That's real.
This is so long. Can you actually just subscribe? Can you actually just do it?
Please.
Don't make us beg.
No.
We love you.
See you next Wednesday.
Bye, Munchkins.